chapter 5 and verse 8, be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Verse 9, grudge not one against another, brethren.
What is a grudge? That's something that you hold on to. Okay? Well, actually, when I looked it up earlier, it's really to groan or to sigh. You know, you see somebody you don't like, oh, this guy. You know what I mean? That's what you're not supposed to have that towards your brother. Okay? When you have that, you got to pray to YAHAWASHI to get that spirit off of you, man. All right? Go ahead.
Grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned.
Unless you be condemned. Because the Most High will condemn you for that, man. For holding on to a grudge, man. You see? As long as bros is out here pushing the word, we give them the benefit of the doubt, man. Regardless of what demons are trying to tell you in your mind. You give them the benefit of the doubt until the Spirit reveals otherwise. Because the Spirit will reveal, eh? All things that are done in darkness shall come to light. The most Spirit will reveal it. You can bet your bottom dollar there's nobody that's going to be in the truth, that's going to be in no camp, all right, that's not going to be revealed if they're doing wickedness. It's the same thing like Ananias and Sapphira, man. Remember they were hiding that money? Well, guess what? The Holy Spirit revealed it, all right? The Spirit revealed it unto Peter. He said, yo, where's the money? Okay? He came to them like Biggs and Shottas. All right? Go ahead.
The book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known.
Right. There's nothing hid that shall not be known. Everything is going to be put to the forefront, man. You have something? Let's end on that? Go ahead.
1 John 3 and 13. Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hate you. We know that we have passed from death unto life, because we love the brother. Because we love the brethren. He that loveth not his brother abideth in death. Whosoever hated his brother is a murderer. And ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him.
That's right. He who hateth his brother is a murderer. Okay? He's a murderer. You got to show that love to your brother, that same love that you want YAHAWASHI to show to you. All right? So where have you feed me? Where have you clothed me? Okay? And if you do that grudgingly, it says give not grudgingly. You're not supposed to give grudgingly. Oh, shit. It says sigh, right? Oh, shit, brother. Why don't you just go work at the fucking hospital? You know? Again? You know? Which, I mean, there's people who can abuse things. You got to ask questions now. But you're supposed to give freely. You know? Doesn't mean to be foolish. You know? Go ahead. This one, go ahead.
First John 3 and 16.
Right.
Hereby perceive we the love of the Most High, because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren.
That's right. We ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. It's okay, Esau. Your kingdom's almost over. Don't worry about it, Esau. Go ahead. Yeah. The deaf adder that stopped with her ear. That proves that he's an Edomite. Anyways, keep going.
That's it on that.
That's it on that. Perfect. Go ahead.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 25 and verse 41. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire.
Right.
Prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink.
Right.
I was a stranger, and ye took me not in. Naked, and ye clothed me not.
Clothe me not. Clothe me not.
Come. Naked, and ye clothed me not. Sick, and in prison, and ye visited me not.
Right. Well, okay, so that's it. So that's going to show you. All right, that's going to show you. All right, who the men of the Lord is, how they treat brothers. He said, this is how you will know them in the last days, man. For the love they have for one another. Okay? This ain't no fake thing, and then you go home and in your back of your mind you're like, to hell with him. Nah. That's called being a hypocrite. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 9 and 7.
Man. Go ahead, man.
2 Corinthians 9 and 7. Every man according as he had purpose in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity.
Right.
For the Most High loveth a cheerful giver.
You love it, a cheerful giver, man. And that's how you're supposed to give it. Are you going to give it to someone that you don't like in the spirit? Are you going to want to give it to them? You know? You're not going to want to give it to them. That's why you gotta take off. Oh, what's that? Is that Sirach 32? Evil suspicion. Because guess what? Demons will always fight you and have you thinking certain things about certain brothers. Okay? You might say, I don't like it. Wait, but guess what? Until the brother shows that he's not a man of the Lord, until it's revealed, right? You give that brother the benefit of the doubt, man. Okay? Go ahead.
The book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3 and verse 24.
Okay.
For many are deceived by their own vain opinion and an evil suspicion.
Because that's your own vain opinion, man. And an evil suspicion, man. You should spy out, man. Feel like he's doing something, you know? Feel like you committing adultery on the weekends, bro? You know what I'm saying? Don't have an evil suspicion. All right? Don't let your own opinion about a brother make that affect your judgment, man. Oh, matter of fact, I think keep going.
And an evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment.
Right. Overthrowing your own judgment, man. Let things play out, bro. Let things play out, man. Don't harass no brother. Let things play out. The things are going to play out. Light will shine on it. You know what I'm saying? The light will shine. Let the light therefore shine, man. Okay? They don't hide it under a bushel. All right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta let things play out, man. Because you know what that is? That's called that's discernment. Not only discernment, but that's temperance. That's being temperate. All right? And being able to control your spirit. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 4 and 5. Therefore judge nothing before the time, until the Lord come.
Read that again.
1 Corinthians 4 and 5. Therefore judge nothing before the time.
Right.
Until the Lord come, who both will bring to light the hidden things of darkness,
right,
and will make manifest the counsel of the heart.
Let's say a brother do something extremely wicked. All right? But then he comes sincerely. Forgive him. All right? Because at the end of the day, it's not you that he has to worry about anyway. Why not wait your sake, Klebe? I forgive this brother. Hopefully, YAHWASHI has mercy upon him. At the end of the day, he got to answer the YAHWASHI. And if he goes and does something extremely wicked again, see you wouldn't want to be here. You understand what I mean? Go ahead.
And will make
right? Right? And someone commits adultery. That's a supreme violation, man. Your pastor there, you out the camp. For real. But really, that violation against you, what I would want to do in the spirit, hopefully the Most High give me a spirit, just forgive the brother. Because what if the Most High bring him back? What if the Most High forgives him? Now you hate this guy. It's a tough thing to play. So the way to be on the safe side, just forgive him, man. Sincerely, just forget about it, man. She was a hoe. Go ahead, man.
And will make manifest the counsel of the hearts, and then shall every man have praise of the Most High.
That's right. Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of St. Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 15. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and giveth light unto all that are in the house.
Right, and that's a cut for you guys that know the truth and not out here teaching, man. Because you have the knowledge. It's selfish to hold on to it. All right? You got brothers out there that need the knowledge. Go ahead.
This is the book of...
I think isn't there more on that? Might be more on that.
Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
Right. And more on that? All right, good.
The book of 1 John chapter 4 and verse 20. If a man say, I love the Most High, YAHAWASHI, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
He's lying. You can't. It's impossible. It's impossible not to love the brotherhood and to hate a brother, all right? And say you love Yahweh Shai. If he's a true sheep of Yahweh. Because guess what? Our spirits are intertwined, first of all. The elect spirits intertwined. We were made to love one another. The elect was made to love one another. You dig what I'm saying? But we don't fit in this world, man. We do not fit in this world, brother. Just this weekend, man, I was out somewhere, man, and it's like, yo, I don't belong here, bro. And I could see they were embracing another guy was with, you know? But I said, I just don't mix there, bro. They can't embrace me because I don't mix. I'm not of them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they were having a conversation. I added a great point to the conversation nobody knew about, but it ain't enough because this guy, he ain't part of us, man. He's of a different sort. They feel that in the spirit, man. So who's our sort? Who's our kind? The men of the Lord. You understand? And even being around the brothers, that's still, you're still working out the spirit too. Because now you're not dealing with worldly things. You're not having worldly conversations. You're not having conversations overall about what Tekashi 6ix9ine said. Overall, you know, you're gonna go into spiritual conversations a lot of the times. All right, which is not conducive to the flesh, but the spirit. Go ahead. You can go ahead. All right, but it's conducive to no problem. But it's conducive to the spirit. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. Being not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Right.
For what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness?
And this is why we can't mix with them. All right? Because what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness, man? You're keeping the Day of Atonement. What are they doing? What are they doing right now? Ready to party? All right? We're getting prepared for Friday. Commit adultery. All right? Smoke some weed. Smoke some cigarettes. All right? Eat a pork sandwich. That's what they're getting prepared for. So does that mix? Can two walk together unless they be agreed? No. So therefore, there's a constant battle, man. Go ahead.
And what communion hath light with darkness?
Right.
And what concord has Hamashayak with Belial? And what part has he that believeth with an infidel?
And if they don't believe, man, that's like a grievousness to the spirit. When you trying to explain to them, they're not getting it. Yeah, I don't believe in that. I'm like, how do you don't believe in this, man? Don't you see the end is near? Don't you see what's going on around the world? Didn't you see the news clips about the chariots? The so-called UFOs? Yeah, I seen that, but whatever. In the back of your head, you're gonna be imagining yourself with a sword and chopping his, you know? Keep that off camera. That was just hypothetical, Esau. That was hypothetical. You gotta say that for the camera. Go ahead.
And what agreement hath the temple of the Most High with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power. As Yahweh has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people.
That's right.
Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, said the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing.
Touch not the unclean thing. Be ye separate, man. Qadash, go ahead.
And I will receive you.
And he'll receive you, man. All right? So we got to be separate. We're not supposed to be able to mix in and blend in with these guys. Okay? We have to be like something different about these guys. You know? And people see it every time we go out. They're looking around, they keep looking, staring. That's what these guys into. You know? You have something? Go ahead.
Sirach 34 and 14.
Right.
Good is set against evil,
right,
and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
Right.
So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, and one against another.
That's why you got the sun, you got the moon, all right? You got water, you got fire, you got opposites all around the world, man. You see? It just creates balance. That's what Esau doesn't understand. The so-called white man don't understand balance, man. That's why the Native Americans said, yeah, they hold nothing sacred. They don't hold nothing sacred, man. They'll destroy anything if it has gold in it. If they find the Ark of the Covenant, they'll be looking to, they'll be contemplating about breaking it up. Well, they'll put it around in a museum and sell it to the highest bidder. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
1 John 2:9. He that said he is in the light and hated his brother is in darkness even until now.
Right.
He that loveth his brother.
He's in darkness even until now, man. So you don't have the truth. Okay? If you're doing that, you really don't have the truth. You really don't have the understanding. Read that again.
1 John 2:9. He that said he is in the light and hated his brother is in darkness even until now.
And first of all, who's our brother? Our brother ain't just just because you're black. All right? Don't mean you're our brother. All right? Had this Ishmaelite tell me, oh, see us like us, we read the same. Look. Had an Ishmaelite doing that to me the other day. I said, get your fucking hands off me, nigga. I don't know you. All right? But it has nothing to do with that, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's carnal-minded, man. It's about who's in the truth, who understands who's singing this new song, man. That's what it's about. All right? So anybody who's about carnality, oh, where you come from? Oh, I come from Nigeria. You're a Hamite. You see? The land of Africa. Clearly, first of all, he don't know history. And second of all, he's carnal. Right? You understand? Oh, he looked like an Edomite. He got to be an Edomite. Nah, man, you got to put them demons out of you, man. Because guess what? That could be a brother. That could be a man of YAHAWASHI. That means you're not in the light. You see what I'm saying? If they can't accept the brothers that don't look like Israelites, then they're not in the light. They're not in the truth. They just know that they're Israelites. They're not in the truth. Go ahead.
Verse 10. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion.
Right, that doesn't apply to the Edomites, man. That don't apply to Moab, man. Those are not our brothers, man. Okay? Those are really enemies, if you want to get technical. Go ahead.
He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
Ooh, there's no occasion of stumbling, which means he's not going to diverge from the truth. This thing is about love, bro. You see? And really, I have a suspicion, possibly, that those brothers who were in the truth and fell out really didn't have no genuine love for the brotherhood, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because why you fall off, man? Read that again, that part there.
He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
There's no occasion of stumbling. And where's the stumbling blocks? All in the scriptures. Sometimes what men do in the flesh. You see the apostle do something, say something, and that trips you up. Well, guess what? You were never of the elect. If that trips you up, you were never of the elect. Because the Most High made him do that. The Most High made a situation pop up where it's hard to accept. Yeah, I seen the apostle RAWCHAA do this, and I don't know, man. I don't know if the Spirit's dealing with those brothers. You ever see a teaching of Apostle RAWCHAA, man? Especially back in the days, the Apostle RAWCHAA be in the Spirit, man. All right? He be, huh? Even today. I didn't watch it yet, but he be's in the Spirit. Okay? And he stays in the Spirit. Going on 30 years now. Or 30 years or whatever. So, all right? Go ahead.
1 John 2:11. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness,
right, and
knoweth not whither he goeth.
Right.
Because darkness hath blinded his eyes.
That's it, bro. Darkness hath blinded his eyes, man. Void of light. Okay, go ahead.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 14 and verse 10.
I think there's a scripture that says they walk on in darkness and are punished. Something like that. Go ahead.
But why dost thou judge thy brother? Or why dost thou set at naught thy brother? For we shall all stand before the judgment seat of YAHAWASHI.
Right. It's pointless. Just take the low. Go ahead.
For it is written, as I live, said the Lord, every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue shall confess to YAHAWASHI.
Bro, we all have to stand before YAHAWASHI, man. There's no exceptions, man. We're all gonna have to be weighed on the balance whether our works are righteous or wicked, whether our thoughts are righteous or wicked, man. Go ahead.
So then every one of us shall give account of himself to Yahawah YAHAWASHI. Let us not therefore judge one another anymore, but judge this rather, that no man put a stumbling block or an occasion to fall in his brother's way.
Right. That for a brother's exempt from that. Right? Because we're all looking to be exempt from judgment. Based upon what? Based upon, first of all, the gift. What gift am I talking about, bro? Bam. Gift of faith. Right on point. All right? That's what we got. The gift of faith. You see? And by our faith, we see the works. We see brothers out here. We see brothers doing videos. We see brothers doing what they got to do, man. Keeping the high holy days, keeping the Day of Atonement. That's through faith, man, we keep this day. No one can see you. If you ate a Twinkie or a Oreo cookie earlier, I didn't see it. Right? But we keep it through faith. We ain't doing this for the be seen of men. That's why the scriptures speak about when you keep this fast too, don't make it known to men that you're keeping the fast, man. This is a personal thing. Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead and get that. This is a personal thing with you and YAHAWASHI, man. You see what I'm saying? You got that? Word.
This is the book of St. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 16. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast.
Yeah, they come with them. Their lips are dry. They never lick it. It just stays dry, looking like Ashy Larry. All right, for Pookie from fucking that movie there, you know, the crackhead. You know, so brother, you want some bread? And he gets all, you know, gets all theatrical and shit. So you know you will know every time he's fasting. That's a hypocrite, man. You shouldn't want brothers to know if you're fasting. You shouldn't want that question to come up. Put the oil on your face. Put the, you know. I hope your brothers don't use Vaseline. Okay, that's rubbing pork grease on your face. All right. You put the oil on your face. You know, you wash your mouth. You brush your teeth, but just don't swallow the water. You spit it out. Take a shower, because you don't need to be appear unto men as if you're fasting. Go ahead.
But when that they may appear unto men to fast, verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thine head and wash thy face.
Anoint thy head and wash thy face, man. Anoint thy head and wash thy face, man. Okay?
That thou appear not unto men to fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which sees in secret shall reward thee openly.
That's all I care about, man. I don't care about anything else, man. Right. Men pleasing and all this stuff, man. Nah, bro. Right? The most important person to please is YAHAWASHI, man. That's who we want to please. That's the important entity to please, man. You got something?
It's the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 2. And they that have believing masters, let them not despise them, because they are brethren.
Right.
But rather,
go ahead.
But rather do them service, because they are faithful and beloved, partakers of the benefit. These things teach and exhort.
Right. You know, you treat a boss, he's not looking, he's in a luxury. Like, oh, man, that's that dude, man. All right. Dude told me to do this the other day, man. You know. Now, if you're working under a brother, you ain't supposed to act like that, because you have to remember it's a brother. But there's just order. You got a job to do and do the job, man. That's it. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 3: If any man teach otherwise, and consent not to wholesome words, even the words of our Lord YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, and to the doctrine which is according to godliness, he is proud, knowing nothing, but doting about questions and strifes of words, whereof cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmisings, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds, and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself.
Right. Okay. We gotta stay away from those people, man. Got something? Go ahead.
Ephesians 6 and 5. Servants, be obedient to them that are masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling, and singleness of your hearts, as unto Hamashiach, not with eye service as men pleasers, but as the servants of Hamashiach, doing the will of the Most High from the heart, with good will, doing service as to the Lord and not to men, knowing that whatsoever good thing any man doeth, the same shall he receive of the Lord, whether he be bond or free. And ye masters, do the same thing unto them, forbearing, threatening, knowing that your master also is in heaven, neither is there respect of person with him.
Right. So ultimately, okay, what's the good will? What's the will that YAHAWASHI wants us to do right now, man? In this time, now, what are we to do? All right. We're supposed to be teaching, man. We're supposed to be pushing the word out. So we should be looking to be teaching. You're supposed to be looking to be on the sideline, man. You're supposed to be looking to grow. All right? Someone like Pastor said, if you're not growing in this thing, you're not in the truth. If you're not growing, you're not in the truth. If you're the same level you were last year, and you plan on being the same level next year, you're not in the truth, because this is living waters. All right? Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 20.
Right.
Where is the wise?
Right.
Where is the scribe? Where is the dispute of this world?
Where's
Has not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world? For after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased YAHAWASHI by the foolishness of preaching.
Right. And that's how we confound these people, these wise, so-called wise people. Go have 18 master's degrees. They don't know nothing about the truth about the world. They don't know anything about the true history. Okay, about who the Israelites are. They don't even know who they are. So we confound them with the scriptures, with the spiritual meat. Go ahead. And read that last part again, 21.
For after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased YAHAWASHI by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
This is part of making yourself a living sacrifice, man. We were made fools for YAHAWASHI's sake, man. And those that don't want to do that, oh, I don't want to be on camp, I don't want to look foolish, then guess what? You're not in the spirit of YAHAWASHI, man. Because you're more worried about what the world thinks, these wicked people think, than what the Most High thinks, man. Or what his son thinks. You see? So what do you think the Most High is going to do with you, man? It's time. Listen, if you got this truth, it's time to come out and teach. Go ahead. Go ahead, let's get it.
The book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto YAHAWASHI.
And the word sacrifice means made holy. That's what the word sacrifice means, to be made holy. You see what I'm saying? So we're supposed to be made holy by coming out here and doing this work, purging out. This is part of that work, that also that tribulation too. You make yourself a fool. How should I say? That's part of that tribulation, man. Go ahead.
Which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of YAHAWASHI.
We're light years away from these people in spirit. Light years, man. Our mind works on light years past these people, man. Let's be real. Sometimes I get compliments. I'm like, yo, what are you talking? Why you give me? I don't even, you know. But I have to remember that our minds have been renewed, man. We think on a different level than these guys, man. All right. So like, I'd be like, I don't even deserve that. I mean, like, yo, I'm just trying to do the right thing. I don't even. But at the same time, they're not. You see what I'm saying? So for you even trying to be righteous, you're miles away from these people, man. Oh, Salakia, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 4 and 14 and 1 Corinthians 4 and 10. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised.
Right, because we're out there doing the work. You see what I'm saying? So we're making ourselves visible, not hiding like these keyboard warriors, right? And trolls. That's a sorry excuse for a human being, man. A troll. I don't even understand. What comes to your mind to do that, man? Put up a fake picture. Boy, oh boy, man. It's crazy. And these be grown men too. These be grown men doing this stuff. Go ahead. There's more on that? Go ahead.
The book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 9. Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man, which is with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him.
Right. When you're in the world and you lied, it didn't pierce your conscience. All right. But if you lied to a brother or not a brother, if it's like, especially a brother though, you know, if it's unnecessary, it's still gonna pierce your conscience. But in the world, it doesn't, man. These guys, they don't care. They lie all the time, man. See? Go ahead.
Now back to 1 John chapter 4 and verse 20. If a man say, I love YAHAWASHI, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he has seen, how can he love YAHAWASHI, whom he has not seen?
You got something?
Hebrews 12 and 2. Looking unto YAHAWASHI, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross.
That's part of that sacrifice, man. Enduring the cross, man. Well, his sacrifice was serious, right? But we got to bear our cross too. So look forward to suffering, man. Look forward to hard times, man. Because what does it do? It makes you better. Go ahead. What? All right, it makes you better. All right, that builds character, and you come back stronger. Go ahead.
And endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. For considering him that endures such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be weary and faint in your minds.
Woo, lest ye be weary and faint in your minds. All right. Go ahead. You have something?
This is the book of Colossians chapter 2 and verse 13. And you, being dead in your sins and the uncircumcision of your flesh, hath he quickened together with him, having forgiven you all trespasses, blotting out.
Right. So if he forgive us all the wickedness and evil we've done, and sins we've done on top of sins, iniquity really, then who are you not to forgive your brother? Go ahead.
And you, verse 14,
yeah.
Blotting out the handwriting of ordinances that was against us,
right,
which was contrary to us, and took it out of the way.
Exactly. In other words, he forgot about it. So the same way, he's not going to forget about what Esau did. All right, Esau's got he got a problem coming towards him. All right, the Edomites, but he forgot about our sin. So when a brother does something, your mind can't say, "Let me forget this. Let me try to forget about it like it never happened." That's the mindset. All right, brother can offend, brother do something, whatever that was like stupid or something. The next day is like it didn't happen, man. Go ahead.
Blotting out the handwriting of ordinances that was against us,
right,
which was contrary to us, and took it out of the way.
Right, to the point he has to remind you that that happened. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that. I remember you did that. I forgot about that. Forget it. Put that by. Why'd you even remind me? Now I gotta forget about it again. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And took it out of the way, nailing it to his cross.
Right. Right. That's all part of that sacrifice, man. See? The sacrifice comes with salvation, comes with an erasing of slates. See, Esau, he'll never erase your slate, man. You do something, that thing will stay with you for forever. Especially in America, they don't ever erase criminal records, man. That's because Esau's unmerciful, man. See? You have something, Sabak? Go ahead. You got something on the point? Salah?
Salah.
Nah? Okay, so let's hit Isaiah 58:1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression.
Right.
And the house of Jacob their sins.
This is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to show them their sins. So that what? So they can be sorrowful and penitent and have contrition and turn to YAHAWASHI outside for forgiveness and offend less. That's what it's about, offending less. It don't mean they ain't gonna ever offend. It means offend less and be repentative, if that's the correct word. You understand? So this is what we're coming out to teach, to push out there, push that vibration out there. So now they don't have any cloak for their sins. You see? Because we're already telling them what to do. We're telling them what the Most High said. Now go ahead. Read, matter of fact, that's 2 Ezra 9 and verse 9. You have something? Go ahead.
Jeremiah 30 and 33, 31 and 33. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, said the Lord.
Right.
I will put my law in their inner parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me.
Okay, that's what's going to happen in the kingdom. So we're not going to need that in the kingdom. I need to come out here in the kingdom. All right, that's going to be done. They shall all know me from the least to the greatest. Go ahead, read that, finish that off.
Yeah. From the least unto the greatest of them, said the Lord, for I will forgive their iniquity and will remember their sins no more.
Beautiful. Okay, Salaki, I forgot that was even in there. But that's the point. All right, he's not going to remember their sins no more. That's going to be wiped clean. So we're calling in the elect so that they can get their sins wiped clean, like how we hope our sins are wiped clean because we endure to the end. See? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
The book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth.
Right.
Fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence.
That goes into flamers. All right. That goes into also adultery. Okay, fornication is adultery. And then you got them broke wrist people, people's wrists don't work. Those guys. I won't say it on the camera. Go ahead.
Evil concupiscence and covetousness, which is idolatry.
Right.
For which things sake the wrath of YAHAWASHI cometh on the children of disobedience, in the which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them.
Right. We also walked in that too. We've done it too. Anything you see a brother coming in doing, oh, you know, he might have been smoking weed. Guess what? I was doing it too. All right, back in the day. But then I was renewed in the mind, so I left that. Go ahead.
In the which ye also walked some time when ye lived in them.
So for example, if a brother, okay, well obviously he ain't gonna be in the camp at this point, but if he's out there and he's battling that demon of smoking weed, you tell the nigga, nah, you smoked again, get the fuck out of here. Well, it's just the beginning. You just got there like a month ago. You know? So let the spirit work with him and see if he's gonna change or not. All right. But now if it's going into a year and he doesn't do it, well, that's on him. You can sit there and listen, but it's up to the Most High whether he accepts you or not. And if he accepts you, you'd stop doing that and you would turn back. Go ahead.
But now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth.
Right. Goes into lies and different false doctrines. You understand? That's what it's speaking about when it says filthy communication. We're supposed to be having a holy communication, man. Things to come, the prophecies, the kingdom. You know? Scriptures. What?
Colossians 1 and 12, giving thanks unto the Father, which hath made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light, who hath delivered us from the power of darkness, and has translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son, in whom we have redemption
Right.
through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins.
That's it, man. And that's what we're looking for, man. If we're looking for that, man, then hey, man, we should be trying to go even extra hard with the forgiveness, man. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said even if it's anything, you really should just forgive it. It's coming from a brother, or one that was, you know, if he's a he's a brother, okay? Yeah. And the script, and Yahawashi said, "Who's my brother? Who's my mother? Who's my sister? Those that do the will of the Most High." So those are our brothers, not just any old Israelite. Right?
It's the book of St. Matthew, chapter 12, and verse 48. But he answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
And what's the will? To push this word out, man. That's why he said, if a candle be lit, you don't hide it under a bushel, man. You got to let it be known. You got this truth. It's selfish to hold it in, man. Get the talents. Get the scripture on the talents that was given to the men. You have something?
Real quick.
Go ahead, man.
1 Corinthians 1 and 9.
Right.
The Most High is faithful, by whom ye are called unto the fellowship of his Son, Yahawashi HaMashiach, or Lord. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord, Yahawashi HaMashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment.
That's why we know we're of one body. See, because we're in the same mind, the same. That's what it should be. Any dissension needs to be rectified, man. You ever see the toes beat, the fingers beefing with the eyes? That'll be a problem. You know, you'd be walking the foot. Shit. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a problem, man. So everything got to be in agreement, man. We all going to the same goal. Okay, we're gonna go over there. Everyone has to be walking in unison. You understand? The brothers can't be going against each other on that level. All right. Secretly, the calf doesn't like the forehead. Secretly, you know. It's talking, on the low. It's talking to the ankle like, yo, fuck that nigga, man. That's a bitch ass nigga more time. Nah, bro, that's off. You see what I'm saying? The Most High sent a disease where the calf gets shriveled up. Like what happened to my calf? The calf got shriveled up. It was probably talking shit.
Here you go.
Go ahead, man.
That's it on that.
Yeah, that's
It's the book of St. Matthew, chapter 25, and verse 14.
right.
For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. To every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the
By the way, that's how the Spirit works, man. You go to one topic, you go to another, you go to another, you go to another, precept upon precept. Here a little, there a little. That's what the scripture says. And even when the Lord teach, he didn't just teach on one topic the whole chapter. He was talking about this time, sometimes he was talking about 70 AD, and then he was talking about the end times. So that's how it goes. All right? That's how the Spirit works. You don't know where it's coming or where it's going, man. Go ahead. Yeah, man, go ahead.
Yeah, the book of Revelation.
Right. Right? It's all over the place. It's all over the place, bro. You think you're going to read one chapter and get down, okay, you're going to read one topic today, Revelation, the 3rd chapter. You're going to read about 5, 6 different topics. All right? In 2 different time periods. You understand? So that's how the Spirit works, man. It's not like how Esau teaches in his schools. Okay, we're going to teach about Christopher Columbus. You ain't hearing that? No, it's not like that. Okay? When you're speaking on the topic, yes, but guess what? You're not going to stay in one book most likely. You're going to be moving from book to book to book to book to book, unless you just, Go ahead.
This is St. John.
In order to get the understanding, I should say. Salaki, go ahead.
The book of St. John 3 and 8. The wind bloweth where it listeth, and thou hearest the sound thereof, but canst not tell whence it cometh,
right,
and whither it goeth. So is everyone that is born of the Spirit.
That's right. You can't tell where the wind came from. You can't tell where it's going. Everyone that's born from the Spirit is the same thing. That's why you see brothers that have a fiery spirit. Sometimes they're whoop, there's they integrate. The Spirit is like that. You know, Spirit makes certain things happen for certain reasons. If you've seen the prophets in the ancient world, you would think they're crazy, right? There's one prophet who ripped the other prophet's garment. Imagine a brother that's come, you're rocking your Armani shirt right now. Imagine an Armani shirt. One of you brothers come, ripped it. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean? He ripped it in 12 pieces and said, "This is 3 is gonna be, you know, the southern kingdom. That's gonna, you know, going into the stick. I believe that's what that was going into. This, right? The sun. Okay, but he did that in the Spirit. The prophet wasn't expecting that. But that's how the Spirit is. You'll see this guy's nuts. It's true. But that's how the Spirit works, man. Go ahead.
I have to say Matthew 25 and verse 15. To every man according to his several ability, and straightway he took his journey.
Right.
Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money.
Yeah, so that's it. So you both say, oh yeah, I'm not on a level yet, but you've been watching for how many X amount of years. Listen, it's time to get out and teach, man. All right? Because it don't matter if you got 1 or 10, you got to go do something with it. Everyone is not given the same measure, but you have to go and do something with it. You have to go put that work in, man. Unless you're being slothful, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh
right,
and reckoneth with them.
Right.
And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents.
Right.
Saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents.
Right.
Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more.
Right. So he did the work. All right. So he was pushing that work out because the talents represent the truth. Go ahead.
His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant.
Right.
Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things.
Like the scripture said, for this light affliction, all right, we have a more exceeding weight of glory. Matter of fact, get that scripture. Look for that scripture, brother. But please look for that scripture. What?
His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them.
So it wasn't as much as the first, but he still did work with it. Go ahead.
His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
Right.
Then he which had received the
which represents the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine.
Right. There. Right. Go ahead.
His Lord answered and said unto him,
because in other words, he did nothing. Oh yeah, I was learning. How long are you going to be learning, man? How long are you going to be learning before the Spirit hits you to come outside, man? Well, that means then maybe the Lord's not dealing with you. How about, you ever thought about that? Maybe you're just up to 2/3. Go ahead.
His Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sow not, and gather where I strawed, where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury.
And that's not a lot of work to give it to the exchange. Is that a lot of work, brother? That's not a lot of work. But you do what you can, bro. You do what you can with what you have, man. You should have did something.
Give a channel.
Huh?
Give a channel.
Yeah. A channel. What do you mean by that?
Like a YouTube channel. We need the
right. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah. Well, do something. Build something. You gotta push this word out one way or another, man. You see what I'm saying? And you holding it and holding that tongue, digging it, that's wicked. You not coming out and teaching, that's wicked. When you're an able-bodied man. You see what I'm saying? Because that's really the duty of all Israelite men, is to come out here and push this word out. Go ahead.
His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed.
Right.
Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury.
He's being slothful. What does it mean to seek him 10 times more, man? And you're not, you get this truth in this, and the scriptures speak about the laborers. Get that. Laborers are few. Get that. Okay? And you hear that, and you're not compelled to come out and push the word. You're not compelled to do something. I was convicted in the spirit. That's why I came out. You see? I wanted to go out with another brother. I didn't want to go out by myself, bro. But guess what? Jeremiah didn't want to go out either. Right? Jonah didn't really want to go out either, really. That's why the Most High had to shake it. He really didn't want to go out. Most High had to put him in a belly of a sea creature. Because if you're a man of the Lord, you're going to want to do work. He's going to make you want to do work. You understand? Not just learn. Go ahead.
It's the book of St. Matthew 9 and 37. Then said he unto his disciples,
right,
the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he will send forth laborers into his harvest.
That's it, man. I think there was more in the talents part too.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
This is the book
but that's it. You know what I mean? The laborers are few, so you want to be part of the laborers. You don't want to be just sitting on the sideline. Like, we don't need cheerleaders, man. Okay? We need workers, man. Most High is looking for fishers of men. Those that were following YAHAWASHI, pretty much when you look at the 12 disciples, they were all teachers, right? The 70 were supposed to be teachers, but they left because what? They got offended. Go ahead.
Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath.
Right, even that which he has be taken, which means you won't grow in the knowledge, man. Listen, man, I'm constantly growing in the knowledge, bro. Every year I'm going to a next level through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, not through my, and to water YAHAWASHI. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep going. You know that experience that you're gonna grow. This brother, he's growing. He grew. All right. Because now he's moving. He's moving. He was there before. Now he's here. Now he's growing. Now he's moving up, bro. Like the Jeffersons, moving on up. You see what I'm saying? Like Apostle Tara said, I'm gonna say it again. Apostle Tara said, if you're not growing in this thing, you're not even really in the truth. That's stagnant water. Go ahead.
Verse 30. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness.
You're unprofitable. You understand? You ain't making no profit. What is profit? Growth. Right? You got $1, you make $1.50. You turn that to $3. You turn that to $4. You turn that to $10. That's growth. If you got $1 and the next month I come to you, you still got that same $1, are you growing? Oh, but I still got the same $1. Bro, Most High's not dealing with you, bro. Go ahead.
And cast ye the unprofitable
and you should be putting yourself in a position to learn. You should want to be in a position to learn as much as possible. When the apostles came down to the brothers in Dallas, I know this for a fact. I spoke to one of the I'm close to one of the elders in Dallas. All right. And when they came over there, they were basically at the feet of the apostles learning. They wanted to learn as much as possible, man. They weren't just sitting there, oh, the apostles here, well, I got something to do. No, they wanted to learn. They couldn't wait. They were going up to see the apostles. That's a long drive from Texas to New York, man. Or I want to be around the apostles. I want to grow, and they grew. I think that's the biggest camp outside of the apostles' camp, man. The most popular camp, because they grew in the spirit, man. You understand? They put forth their talents and made more talents, man. They didn't just sit there and expect to be on the same level. They strive to be on a higher level. And I see the brothers who strive to be on another level. And all praises to that, man. All praise for YAHAWASHI for that. Because that's a spirit that the Most High has to put on you to be on that level. To be in that mind state. and to not stay stagnant. You understand? Go ahead.
And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness.
It's always the black woman laughing, bro. Didn't we just see another black woman out here laughing? Yo, Eve is gonna get fucked up out here when all hell breaks loose, man. All right? Because when the police ain't fucking answering no more and all hell breaks loose, they're gonna fucking be fucked up. And the Most High is gonna fuck their ass up, man. The most proud woman out of all women with a scab on her fucking shit. May the Most High destroy their ass, man. Go ahead, man.
And cast ye the
fat ass bitch laughing, bro. But the other one was laughing too. But the white one wasn't laughing. The Edomite wasn't laughing. Go ahead, man. It's amazing. Go ahead, man.
And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
That's right. That's what's going to happen. There'll be a lot of weeping and gnashing of teeth for those who thought they were in the truth, but really were not growing. Go to you're going to go to a chariot and you on the same level. Chariot going to come, but you didn't grow. You weren't doing that with the truth. You were just sitting there waiting for the chariot. No, the scripture says to go out there and build upon your talent, man. Go ahead, man. It's funny because even when I first came out, I was a nigga woman laughing too. All right? The first day I came out, and I was fucking nervous, shaking and shit. Yo, that's one of the best judgments we cannot wait to see, man. All right? I speak for all brothers, man. I speak for all brothers, man. We cannot wait to see Eve go down with the serpent, man.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, man.
It's the book of St. Matthew, chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him,
right,
then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, right, as the shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats.
Yeah, there's going to be a separation that's going to be made, man. If the Spirit is on you, you're going to grow. The Spirit's not on you, you're going to stay where you at. And you're going to fake. You're going to keep faking. Keep faking the funk, bro. The scriptures, the truth is not about faking. The truth is about growth, man. Any brother that's around me, I want him to grow. If he's not growing, then what the fuck is going on here? What am I doing wrong? But it might not be me. It might be his ass. You see what I'm saying? So this is what it's about. It's about growth. It's about getting to glory, that next level, man. Was Peter the same level when he was with YAHAWASHI when YAHAWASHI left? Was he the same level? No, the Holy Spirit came down and they went to a whole new level, man. And the Gentiles, he accepted the Gentiles, which was a hard thing back then. You could have got stoned for that. Well, Stephen got stoned. So that was a hard thing to deal with back then, man. Accepting brothers, the Israelite foreigners, man. You understand? So, regardless, they grew. Okay? Matter of fact, you have something? Go ahead, bro.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 13, and verse 12. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath.
Right. And those who are actually growing, they're going to get more abundance, man. But you have something? That was it? You have something? If you don't, you don't. You have something? Go ahead, bro.
1 Corinthians 9 and verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of. For necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel.
End of story, man. Woe unto you if you preach not the gospel. If you're able body, you're not in a wheelchair, the fuck you ain't coming out for, man. What's your problem? You don't have a serious sickness. You're not a celebrity, are you? Which you could be a secret disciple. Well, then that means the tithes pot, the pastor elder shall have $4 million in the tithes pot there. Right? You got all these celebrity secret disciples. Right? Well, what are you doing? What else are you doing? Go ahead. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 17. For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me.
But the dispensation, read that again.
Verse 17. For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me.
A dispensation of the gospel is committed. Look up that word dispensation. You were looking it up today? A systematic order. Okay, read it again, but you were looking at that in the blue letter? In Google? Okay. Okay, find the brother's finding dispensation? Yeah. Find what it says in there. Let me know when you have that. That's it on that, right?
Yeah. The system of order, the divine ordained order.
Divine ordained order. That was in the Google, right? Divine ordained order. Read that last part again.
But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me.
Okay, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me. Okay, read dispensation in the blue letter, brother.
He was responsible for the Gentiles.
But if he does it unwillingly, that's a block to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out. Well, let me see what it says here, because it could be two different things.
Dispensation in the blue letter says management of a household or household affairs. Specifically the management, oversight, administration of others' property. The office of a messenger or overseer.
A dispensation of the gospel is what is committed unto me. Look up the word committed. Oh, read the precept again, brother. Read it from a verse up.
1 Corinthians 9 and verse 16.
Yeah.
For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of. For necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me.
What does the word committed mean?
Committed, it says the thing to be true, to be persuaded of, to credit, place confidence in.
Oh, okay, got you. So in other words, you won't get the reward of reaching the kingdom of heaven, but you'll get the reward that you did it. You understand? You got a reward that you dispensation of God. Okay, you won't get read it from there again, brother.
1 Corinthians 9 and 17. For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward.
What's the reward? The kingdom of heaven. All right, you get the crown on your head from YAHWASHI. That's the reward, an incorruptible crown. Go ahead.
But if against my will,
right,
a dispensation of
which means what? You're a hypocrite, being a hypocrite, right? Which they received their reward. Remember YAHWASHI said, when the hypocrites, they received their reward because the eyes of men saw it. A what?
A dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me.
Well, that's it. Okay, so he's credited for building these people up, but he wasn't doing it willingly. He didn't want to come out. You see what I'm saying? He didn't want to come out. But you see, when Jonah started preaching, he wanted to preach. You know what I'm saying? Because it was in him, just like Jeremiah. Get the fire was in him, right? But you have another scripture for the whole, right? Okay, we'll read that after this. Read Jeremiah first. So that's the thing. We got to do this willingly, and the elect is going to do it willingly. And that's why the apostle always says, if coming out, if coming out here is like a chore to you, like I got to come out here again, then the Most High is not dealing with you. You might as well not even come out, man. You got to love to teach, man. You got to love to learn the scriptures, man, and to grow. You understand? So that's that there, man. That's beautiful. The Spirit was just working for us to get that full, because sometimes the King's English can kind of throw you off, man. Go ahead.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 20 and verse 9.
Right.
Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name.
That's what he said about the Most High. He said, listen, I'm not coming out to preach no more in the name of YAHWASHI. Go ahead.
But his word was in my mouth as a burning fire.
But his word was in his mouth as a burning fire. Bro, this is why we come out, bro. You understand? Because it's in us, man. We're like, damn, we're thinking about all these things, the news and different things that's happening, and we can't hold it in no more. We got to prophesy, man. You understand? We can't. It's impossible. If any of the brothers, any of the elect stay inside and don't let this out, they're going to go nuts. Go ahead.
But his word was in my heart as a burning fire,
right,
shut up in my bones.
Right.
And I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay.
And I was weary. Okay? It was weary, man. It weighs in on your spirit. Go ahead. It weighs in on your spirit. You understand what I mean? When you keep it in, it weighs in. You know? It's like trying to contain something that can't be contained. Something that's too powerful to be contained. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
2 Timothy 4:2, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, exhort with long suffering and doctrine.
Right, and if the Spirit's in you, then you can go ahead and pass. Go ahead. If the Spirit's in you, you're gonna want to do it. All right, if it's in you. But if it's not in you, you're not gonna want to do it. You're gonna say, you know what, forget about it. I'll take the winter off. But then the sheep, what's happening to the sheep? The sheep is dropping dead because you ain't fed the sheep yet. Because you don't want to go out in the cold. Or you can feed my sheep. Get that 3 times. All right? Because you don't want to feed, because you don't like the cold, right? You don't want to get no frostbite, so you don't want to feed the sheep. What do you think the Most High has in store for you, man? You understand? Go ahead, keep going. That was it on that? All right.
This is the book of St. John. The book of St. John, chapter 21 and verse 15.
Right.
So when they had dined, YAHWASHI said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He said unto me, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my lambs. He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my sheep. He said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time.
Because he wanted to make it understood, man. Number 3 means understanding. He wanted to get that point in there, man. That's why it was written 3 times. This is important. Feed my sheep, man. You understand? Go ahead.
Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. YAHWASHI said unto him, Feed my sheep.
That's it, man. Feed my sheep, man. Okay? So we gotta keep feeding the sheep, man. The sheep gotta leave and they gotta be fed through the Spirit. You understand? Because we're not living off of bread alone. We're not living off of just bread. You see what I'm saying? The spiritual bread is more important. That's why when that famine, go ahead. That's why when that famine comes of the word, it's going to be worse. Everything's just going to get worse. All right? Everything's just going to collapse based upon the famine of the word, because that's a sign of the closing of the doors of mercy. You understand? Go ahead.
Luke 13:18, then said he, Unto what is the kingdom of the Most High like? And whereunto shall I resemble it? It is like a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and cast into his garden, and it grew and waxed a great tree, and the fowls of the air lodged in the branches of it.
Go ahead. That was it on that?
That was pertaining to the growth.
To the growth? Okay.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 26. How is it then, brethren?
I'm going to want you to read that again after. But go ahead.
How is it then, brethren, when you come together, every one of you hath a psalm, hath a doctrine, hath a tongue, hath a revelation, hath an interpretation. Let all things be done unto edifying.
You got to edify the sheep, man. And going out there and showing a video of you at a barbecue is not edifying the sheep. That's not feeding the sheep. If anything, that's confusing the sheep. All right? because they don't know whether it's time to party or if it's time to be serious, man. Boy, read dealing with the growth, going back to the growth.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 2. It's like the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 6. I have planted, Apollos watered, but YAHAWASHI gave the increase.
The Most High is the one who's going to give the increase. So if you're of that elect, you're going to get that increase. If you're not growing, you better start praying, because the Most High might not be dealing with you, and He might soon take away that which you know already. All right? So you should be looking to grow. All right? Go ahead. Oh, that was it on that? Go ahead.
Luke 13 and 18. Then said he, unto what is the kingdom of the Most High like? And whereunto shall I resemble it? It is like a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and cast into his garden, and it grew and waxed a great tree, and the fowls of the air lodged in the branches of it.
That's it. All right? So that's that faith. See? As I say, if you have faith of a grain of mustard seed, you can move mountains. You dig what I'm saying? Eventually that faith grows. And that grows through what? Experience, man. You being tried out. The Most High seeing you're serious, and He's going to put things in front of you to build your faith. Okay? Why would He put something in front of someone who's not serious? You'll stay in the same level of faith. And when all hell breaks loose, you know what you're going to do? You're going to be in the line like this, waiting for the chip. All right? It's a fact. Okay? So those who ain't rooted in this thing, that's what's going to happen. Those that are not rooted, you're going to end up folding in a time of great tribulation. Think, oh, no, I'll never take that. All right. Let's see the Most High do something drastic. Let's see Esau take one of your kids from you, man. Let's see what you're going to do then. You understand? Really, the truth is supposed to make you numb to everything outside of the truth, man. Put off the things of the world, you know. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Get that. Let's deal with the world. Let's deal with cutting off the world from us, man. Cutting off that old leaven. Cutting off the you know, cutting off the you know, the members. Because we're supposed to be numb to this world. YAHAWASHI was numb to the world, eh? There was a man who said, what? Give me 1 second. The man who said, what? My father died. Let me go bury him. He said, let the dead bury their dead. That's cold, man. If someone said that now, they would look at him like he's a monster. Oh, you're heartless. Because we got to be cold in the spirit. We're coming to a point where a lot of death is going to be on the horizon. A lot of people are going to betray you. A lot of people are going to be betraying people. So you have to be numb to the world. All right? And keep the faith. Go ahead, brother.
Yep. James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High.
Right. You're not supposed to be friends with the world. You're not supposed to be buddy with the world. We do not mix with the world, man. If you mix with the world, there's a problem. You see, if you fit in, if you feel comfy everywhere you go around these people, then something's wrong, man. You understand? Y'all was trying to figure out why I'm not talking. Okay? Because there's really nothing to say to those that are in darkness, man. Very few things to talk about, man. That's it on that? You got something? Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Right, so if you're not supposed to love the world, you're supposed to hate the world. You see? And everything that comes in, and guess what? You got family members in the world too. That doesn't mean you hate your mother. No, that means you just become numb. All right? You know what's important, man. You know what the Most High has set up, man. And we got to be spiritually prepared for what's getting ready to happen, because there's a lot of death that's going to happen. A lot of people you might care about going to perish, man, before you. And it's not time to get weak. Really, it's time to really, you should rejoice, because now they're going up to the heavens where they can be in a proper state of mind. Because out here they're not. All right, they're in a very bad state of mind right now, very negative state of mind. I did a video where this woman was speaking about 3 people committed suicide already in what was that, Australia, that she knows, just that she knows personally, right? So that's an example of the people languishing. These people are languishing right now. Go ahead. We can't do anything for these people. Go ahead.
The book of St. Luke, chapter 14 and verse 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
That's it, man. You gotta cast. You can't be all mama's boy, mommy dearies. Nah, bro. You gotta be in that spirit of separation, man. That spirit of trying to separate yourself, man, from these people. Because newsflash, she's probably not gonna make it. You understand? About to be a lot of death, a lot of troops, a lot of people in concentration camps. The grievous sore cancers. You might see people drop sick like flies because what, they took the juice. There's nothing we can do for these people, man. Nothing we can do for these people. We're not happy about it, but ain't nothing we can do. So we gotta just keep trotting forward, man. Because guess what? If the soldier's in battle and he's thinking about his family at home, he's probably gonna die. Because he's not focused. Let thine eye be single. You understand? I just said it. You don't have to get it. I just said it. Go ahead.
Verse 27, and whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it?
Very important, man. You have to make sure you have the sufficient funds to finish this tower, man, that we're building in the spirit. You know? Very important. You gotta feed the sheeps, man. You know, this guy always says, he puts an S at the end of sheeps. Show you how smart this guy is. You know what I'm talking about, right? The old bottle.
Old body?
Yeah. He always says sheeps. They ain't part of the sheeps, man. That's a real old like the elders got an old billy goat. What?
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 14. Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of men.
That's right.
Put off now the weak nature.
Put off now the weak nature. Cast off mortal thoughts. Forget about thinking in the flesh. Oh, I'll never see them again. You know why people bug out in the world? Because they feel like they'll never see them again. Oh, I'll never see her again. I love her. I'll never see her again. You know? You know? They hear their mom dukes die, and you just see their legs just get weak. And they just drop.
Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Without this knowledge, you'll bug out. And we know, you know, our father, mother, brothers, they're going to be with YAHAWASHI. And we're going to meet YAHAWASHI, we're going to see them. YAHAWASHI says he's going to give you 100-fold, so you will see them if they go on the other side.
That's right. You'll probably know in the spirit who your parents were before this. You know? You'll probably know who your parents were 10 generations down the line. Okay? But they're going to have to come back as little babies, man. But that's okay. That's all right. You know? But we can't be caught up in that. We can't be caught up in that. We got to keep moving. All right? We got to keep moving. Because YAHAWASHI said, let the dead bury their dead, man. Because YAHAWASHI wasn't all like that. YAHAWASHI didn't even acknowledge them like that. He acknowledged the brotherhood. That's who he acknowledged. Go ahead, bro.
It says, put off now the weak nature and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times.
Yeah. And we're fleeing spiritually from these times. You understand? Go ahead, brother. You have something?
Luke 9 and 62. And YAHAWASHI said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High.
Right. Well, that's something there. That's something that you should know. right? You put your hand to the plow and you look back, that's it. All right? Because if you think something in the world is going to deliver you, or something in the world is better than what you got here, we'll see. Some of these people fell out the truth right before the C-19. So then they fell out the truth, and 2 months later they were partying, and C-19 came. The whole world was shut down. So what's the value of that? You understand? What's the value of the world right now? The stability of our time. You got something? The stability of our time. You understand what I mean? Is strength and salvation. Go ahead.
1 John 4 and 4, ye are of the Most High, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. We are of the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us. He that is not of the Most High heareth not us. Hereby we know the spirit of truth and the spirit of error.
That's right. So we're only concerned with those that are of the Most High, man. We don't care about those that are not of the Most High, that don't hear us. The ones who are here that are listening, the ones that are doing the work, those are the ones that we care about. Man. See, anyone outside of that is not of this fold. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you got to become numb. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
1 John 4 and 7. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of the Most High, and everyone that loveth is born of the Most High, and knoweth the Most High. He that loveth not knoweth not the Most High, for the Most High is love.
What love is it speaking about? Speaking about the love of what does the scripture say love is, man? The keeping of the commandments, man. All right? A part of that is to love thy brother as thyself, man. You see? So if they're not doing that, then they're not of the truth, man. Right.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 6.
Right.
But godliness with contentment is great gain.
Right.
For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
That's right. All right. So everything in this world is you know, we can't take it with us, man. All right. So you have to be numb to that. The brother's gonna lose cars, gonna lose homes, gonna lose a lot of things based upon this agenda that Esau's pushing forward. Because like Esau's saying, you can't live on my earth without doing this thing. That's his attitude, man. You cannot live on my earth without doing this thing. That's where it's coming to. It's not a nationwide thing. It's a worldwide thing. You see what I'm saying? You can't travel. You can't go. No, you can't do nothing without this. Because that's salvation on the left-hand side. But our salvation on the right-hand side is trusting and believing in YAHAWASHI, man. Keeping that faith. Go ahead. You have something, brother?
Verse 8, and having food and raiment, let us be there with content.
Right. That's right. That's right. You have something? Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 4 and 17. For a light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Are eternal. That's why it says, lay up your treasures in heaven. The things we're looking for is eternal, man. This stuff here is temporal, and it's evident that it's temporal. We see the world change like that, and now you can't do anything, man, without bowing to the beast. So that joy that these people, and even this is temporal. Even these people going out, even when they have this, that's about to end too. All right, because then Esau's going from glory to glory too. All right, you got to get this. Then you got to get the MOTB. All right. So it's never ending. It's not going to stop. And really, he wants to bring it. He wants to make it like Australia, which they don't have. Even though they all got, most of them got the juice, that don't matter. Now they're regulating how much beers they can drink. You can only drink 6 beers and 1 bottle of wine per household. Holy the curses I would put up. That's triple oppression. This is Egypt 2.0, bro. That's triple oppression, man. You know what the word Mizraim means, right? Double straights. In other words, it means oppression. This is Egypt. America is, well, the whole society is Egypt 2.0. But really the main Egypt is America. Okay? But this whole system is oppression, man. The beast. You're telling me you're being oppressed right now, but they don't want you to ease your... That's how people ease their oppression, is by drinking. That's how a lot of people ease their oppression. You're going to stop that? That's extremely wicked. Holy.
Go ahead. The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7, for we walk by faith and not by sight.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of murder rates just fly up, man. And not sure. I wouldn't be surprised, man. There's one video I seen this guy bugging out. He was in because they were supposed to let him out of the hotel. You seen that, right? They're about to bug out. It's taken away out, bro. And that's one building. They did that, I believe it's on one section or one building. But let's say Esau spreads that throughout all of the whole place or a whole city or something. Bro, there'll be a lot of death going on. Go ahead.
So I was working in one of those buildings. There's no air in there. It's just straight lock.
Or in that same type of building?
Those type of buildings, those government buildings. I guess they use the same structure for the hotels, but there's no air. You can't breathe. There's no openings for windows.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, Esau's a real devil, man.
That's why he represents death.
Yeah, he represents. Yeah, he's a real devil, man. Go ahead.
I'll read that again. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7. For we walk by faith and not by sight. We're confident, I say, and willing, rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord.
Right.
Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of Him. So you have to walk by faith, not relying on this devil's system. Right. What he has to offer. And he said everything that he offers leads to death. We're entering into a new level of things. Supernatural. Now we rely on faith. Everything has to be based on faith. YAHAWASHI.
That's right. All right. Everything got to be based on faith, man. Because faith is what's gonna keep us in that time. The Most High, you ain't gonna see none of the Most High's miracles if you don't believe, man. Only those that believe is gonna see. So keep that mind of belief. Go ahead, brother.
Hebrews 11 and 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him.
Right, and only the men of the Lord is going to have faith, man. The men of YAHAWASHI, they're the ones that are going to have faith. Get up Isaiah 33 and 66. All right? They're the only ones. So when all this hell breaks loose and it starts famine and the stores start not giving food out, that's about to happen out here too. All right? And people start killing each other and all this type of stuff. We're right there at the brink. We're right there. All these people are going to bug out, man. All of these people are going to bug out, man. You understand? All of them. Every single one of them, man. Yeah, beginning of sorrows, man. And they're going to do things. They're going to do anything, man. All that morals that they act like they have, that's all going to go out the window, man. Because these people really don't have morals, man. The ones who have morals is the ones that believe in YAHAWASHI. You think an atheist is going to care about doing the right thing in the time of tribulation? Let's be real. They don't even believe there's a Most High or a judgment. You think that when they're in the time of famine, let me do the right thing and give this bread to this baby. They're not going to give a shit because they don't even believe that there's a judgment. They don't believe that there's a Most High. They don't believe in nothing. That's why the scriptures say that none of them do good. You can't trust an atheist, man. You can't trust someone who don't believe in a higher power, man. He'll do anything, man, to get by, man. See, Esau probably got cut in the spirit. Go ahead, man. You still reading? You got something? No?
Luke 22 and 34.
Right.
And take heed to yourselves,
Right.
lest at any time your
Right.
hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unawares.
Right.
For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the earth.
Yo, it's amazing, man. These people don't even see it coming now. All this hell that's breaking loose, they don't even see it coming now. A lot of these people don't see it. They think they're trying to get back to normalcy. Can you imagine? All the hell breaking loose that the Most High, first of all, even if Esau manipulates, still the Most High. They think they're gonna get back to normal. There's no more. Don't you get it? The elites are trying to set up the NWO. Don't you get it? You stupid peon. No, we're gonna get back to normal. Esau wants you to wear a mask forever. That's it. Okay? Put the mask over your nose and be happy. Go ahead.
Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man.
Bro, I can't imagine. Bro, brother, there's fresh air out here, brother. H2O, you're breathing in. There's O2 out here that you can breathe into your lungs that your lungs need. They said no. Based upon the news, I would have... based upon the news, I'm going to put the mask on my face while I'm in front of fresh air and trees and shit that give off oxygen. Even in the woods by myself, I'm going to wear the mask on. So it's okay when they at least do what they do to them. That's a good thing. Why would we be mad about that, man? Get me Proverbs 1 around the last point. I will laugh at you, please, man, because these people deserve it, man. I mean, read that again, brother.
Luke 22 and 36. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man.
Get 2 Peter 3 and 11, brother. Hold that on that, man.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1.
Wow.
And verse 26.
Amazing, man.
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
We're going to laugh, bro. The Most High is going to laugh, and we're going to laugh, because these people deserve it. They're not good. They're wicked. They're evil. You see what I'm saying? We gave them the truth. What did they do? They scoffed. Just like them whatever they were, that water buffalo and that other shit walked past. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? They were scoffing. But when all hell breaks loose, they're gonna be sorrowful. Well, you can get Micah 7 and 10. Get one of you brothers hold Micah 7 and 10, please. Bubba Kusha. All right? Go ahead.
When your fear cometh as desolation,
right,
and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind,
right,
when distress and anguish cometh upon you, they shall call upon me, but I will not answer.
He's not going to answer them, man. They're going to say, oh, go ahead. You want to go ahead? They say, oh, God, please. Every time something happens, even the atheists, oh, God, please. And you know what the Most High is going to do? He's going to laugh at you, man. And we're going to laugh too, because we've been telling you. We've been warning you. That's the time of the I told you so. And we're right there, and these people are still proud. All right? They see all these things happening. You would think they would want to listen to someone with a Bible in their hand. Huh. Go ahead.
Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Nope. They're not going to find the Most High. The Most High is going to hide his face from them. See? He's definitely not going to deliver them. You got something? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Khan.
Micah 7 and verse 10.
Right.
That
either way. Go ahead.
That she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. And shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is thy Lord power? Mine eye shall behold her.
That's good. Just keep it there. Because you want to catch the voice, you know? Go ahead.
mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the street.
Right, she's gonna be trodden down. See them two flipping demons? All right, the two demons that walked by them. Both of them were whack. They look whack. Both of them. Both of them, man. See, they'll be lucky if a brother even wants to touch them, man. You understand what I'm saying to you? You might catch herpes just touching them hoes, man. But them, they're laughing. And the Edomites said they weren't laughing. They're like, what's this about? So why would we choose? Why would we choose out of them? Why would we choose? And the Edomite look better. Both of them Edomites look better than them. Why would we choose the Edomite? Why wouldn't we choose the Edomite? Why would we choose someone who's going to give us help? You know? That's it, bro. That's it, bro. Go ahead, man. Matter of fact, get Isaiah 33:6.
The book of Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
So that's going to be our strength, our salvation, the wisdom and knowledge, man. All right? It's not going to be the fact that you can do 1,000 push-ups. It's not going to be the fact that you know how to use guns. No, it's going to be the wisdom and knowledge of YAHAWASHI. Because there's going to be a mark on you for having that wisdom and knowledge. Get Ezekiel 9 and 4. We're about having a mark. See, the name of the Father and the Son written in our foreheads, man. Not just because you have the chain that means you're gonna get delivered. No, you have to. People with the chain. Shalom. Oh, a tattoo. Get a tattoo. YAHAWASHI. Come on, bro. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna look up to the chariot. There's gonna be a light that's gonna come, but you know. Go ahead, man.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 9 and 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the man that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
That be done in the midst thereof, man. All the abominations, man. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're talking about the wickedness being done in this kingdom. You see? Go ahead.
And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
So those who don't have that mark, that exemption from judgment, go out and smite. Destroy them. Left and right. Go ahead.
Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly, old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not,
women. Don't forget, we should have read that when they were up here. All right, y'all about to get got, and it's gonna be worse for them too. They're gonna get it the worst. You see what I'm saying? Because they are extremely proud, brother. You understand? Matter of fact, I smite the scab, the daughters of Zion. They're extremely proud, man. Huh? Yeah. Extremely, man.
But come not near
you passing by, you don't know what the hell is going on, man. You snickling. But meanwhile, you got meat hanging out the side of your, you got a tank top on, but you got meat. Like, bro, a rent. You got a rent, and we about to read it. Go ahead, man. Not only that, but how much men you been with? That's the question. Any chick come out talking shit, that's the first question I'm gonna ask. How much men you been with? She's gonna start fumbling. That's none of your business. That's none of my business because it's fucking more than the fucking my phone number, man. All right, bitch. Go ahead, man. Sometimes you gotta get raw with these hoes, man.
But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. The book of Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. Moreover, the Lord said,
listen up, man. You especially you three tribes, you so-called black women. All right, you listen up close, man. If any of you guys are watching there in the YouTube, you listen up close, all right? Go ahead.
Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
That means proud. You're proud. Haughty goes back to oath. Remember in French is oath? You're high. You got a high, You think you're above somebody, man. Go ahead.
and walk with stretched forth necks.
Right, your neck is up in the air, your nose, you know what they say, your nose is up in the air? Well, that's what it's speaking about, man. Go ahead.
And wanton eyes.
Undisciplined. Wanton, undisciplined. Go ahead.
And walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
Right, smite with a scab. That's to make baldness on your head, man. That's why you can't grow. That's why the most you can do is a mini afro, man. You understand? And guess what? Your brother can grow a longer hair than you. And you be jealous at your brother. They be jealous at their brothers because they figure out their brother's braids can go to their shoulders, and they're looking to when you sleep to cut it off, man. They're coveting, man. They're coveting their own brother's hair, man. That's wicked.
Delilah, trying to Delilah you.
Yeah, they're trying to Delilah you, man. Try to cut off that hair, man. You see? Because what? Because you're proud. And guess what? Did that make them humble? When the Most High did that humble them? Oh, man. They decided to conjure more demons to make them more proud. You see what I'm saying? You better accept me the way I am. Yeah, okay, bitch. Go ahead, man.
That's something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Timothy.
No, there's more on that. Isn't there about the baldness?
Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
Back to Isaiah.
Getting excited there, brother. No, playing.
Back to Isaiah 3:17. Therefore the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts.
That's right. We'll say, which means what? They're shamed. All right? And they'll be exposed. Well, they're being exposed now. Right? All these little, this manosphere stuff that's going on. All right? Kevin Samuels and these different individuals. Well, that's the exposing. Because that's before the judgment. Just like Esau, right? We're exposing Esau through the spirit before the judgment. So now before all hell breaks loose, and that's when they're going to... You want to see something? You want to see a magic trick? As soon as all hell breaks loose, they're going to be submissive. I promise you, every single one of them. You understand what I'm saying? All this independent shit, that's going to go out the... excuse me for this. All this independent stuff, that's going to go out the window. All right? Guaranteed, man. That's only now. That's only because they're in the Western Hemisphere in the first world country. They talk that way. But when all hell breaks loose and the stores close, I best believe, man. Get Isaiah the 4th chapter, brother. What do you have?
4:1.
That's it.
And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man.
Not one, not two. They're not going to be worried if you're cheating. Oh, they all cheat. They're not going to care about that. That word is not even going to exist. I can't wait for that word to be exterminated off the earth. That cheating. He was cheating. What the hell you talk? What are you talking about, man? I can have as much women as I please. And that's none of your business. Go ahead.
Saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
Right, they're not going to be singing Beyonce, bills, can you pay my bill? They're not going to be singing that. All right? What?
Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
That's it, man. That's all they're going to be at. And in that time, I mean, bro, it's sweet. It's sweet like nectarine. But we probably ain't going to be thinking about them like that. A lot of them are going to get the Jackie Chan, the Bruce Lee, sidekick, man. Huh?
Some brothers are dangerous with that.
Yeah. I seen you get beat up. I'm playing. No, I'm playing. That was a joke. I was watching you brothers fight. I was like, what these brothers doing, right? Brothers doing karate moves and shit. No, I'm playing. Oh, this brother? Okay. But hey, Judah, that lion, you gotta be careful sometimes, But what was I saying? Yeah, can't. So a lot of them are gonna be getting stiff arm, sides kicked. All right, and we're not gonna accept them, man. We're gonna have to look at them like how when they bring the slave, they bring. I got that good slave. We're gonna be looking. Stick your tongue out. See if they're healthy. Kick the knees. See, make sure everything is firm.
You might have to smell it too.
Yeah. Hey, There's gonna be a very high threshold in that day. Most of it's gonna be spiritual. You're gonna look at the spirit and say, oh no, she was a slut, all right, and a demon. Oh, you were a stripper, eh? Okay. So that's what's getting ready to happen, man. So all this stuff that we're seeing now is gonna be flushed down the toilet, man. The way of Esau, man. Because the way of Esau is what? The way of death. Everything Esau, when he goes to another part of earth, what does he bring? Does he bring happiness? Did he bring happiness to Afghanistan? No, he didn't. Really, he brought disorder. Okay? To be honest, that's all he brought was disorder and destruction, man. Okay? Because under their old leaders, they were living good. When Sudan was there, Saddam Hussein, they were living all right. Gaddafi, they got $20,000 when they got married, I believe. They were living good. Imagine getting 20 G's when you just get married. Well, I'd have 5 wives. Right? I'm looking to collect. You see what I'm saying? I believe they had free education. They were living so much better before America got in there, man. And then when America got there, everyone's in poverty. They're scrambling for food. But then Esau paints himself like he's coming to help. Bro, anytime Esau says he's coming to, anytime the Edomite says he's coming to help, he's coming to destroy. Every single time, man. There's not one time Esau came to help nobody, man. There's always an ulterior motive. Before you know it, their resources being sucked out. Say, oh, where you going with that? Oh, don't worry about that. Well, it's just for, to help you. It's to help you. Okay? They were stealing children from Haiti. The Hillary Clinton Foundation. You know about that. What were they doing? What do you think they were doing? You think they were going to feed them? You think they would bring them to Disney World? Most likely sacrifice the ass, man. Organ trafficking, man. Or sacrifice, because they're probably too small to, maybe they're too small for it. I don't know the science behind it. But probably mostly sacrifice, Bohemian Grove shit. So all these things that's being done, Esau's painting as he's doing something good. But everything he's done has brought pain, man, and suffering, man. Get out of the chapter, brother. This is why the scripture says your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, man. Everything he did was flipped it upside down, man. And what we're going to do through the spirit and power of YAHWASHI, we're going to flip it right side up, man. Go ahead and get Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29 and 2. Go ahead.
It's the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Right.
But the just shall live by his faith.
And Esau doesn't live by faith. He's carnal. Go ahead.
Yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
And there's nobody more proud than these so-called white people, than these Edomites, all right? None. Nobody. No nation. Not Moab, not Japheth, none of them. Because he's proud. And he does not keep at home. What does that mean? He's going into everyone else's land. There's a U.S. embassy all around the world, man. I believe they have, they have a lot, man. Like over 100 or something like that. In everybody's land. What are they doing? Taking natural resources, oppressing the people. But then when you go to their news station, what does it tell you they're doing? Oh, we're here to help. Right? But they're not here to help. Their whole history has been death and destruction. And now the judgment is coming. All these things that's happening around the world, this is all part of the judgment.
That's right.
You can't do all this wickedness around the world and then just skip into the sunset. Go ahead, bro. Keep reading.
Yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Yep, and that's the embassies show you that, man. And what is he doing now with his NWO and his agenda right now? Everyone has to do it. Not just one person. He's heaping all nations, man. You all got to take it. All right? The same thing. Really, that's the same thing the Greeks did. Because it's the same people. They're all Edomites, man. You get it? You got it? You got it, buddy? Go ahead.
Shall not all these take up a parable against them?
Right.
And a taunting proverb against them?
Right.
And say, woe to him that increases that which is not his.
And that's all Esau has done around the world. Increase that which is not his. And he's living off of it now. Right? That's why they're at the top right now. Because they increase that which is not theirs. Right? This land alone, where did this land come from? Who had this land before Esau? Gad, the Native Americans, man. The Gadites. Which are sons of God, by the way. All right? Australia. Let's speak about Australia. They're in super lockdown right now. They destroyed the Aborigines. They took that shit. Taking natural resources from Africa. That's why the Ghanaian president keeps cursing out the Europeans. I got respect for the Ghanaian president, man. Because he keeps it 100. Cursing out France, cursing out England. Because what do? They go in there and they steal. They give them bad deals. All right? And when you take a loan from them, they make sure that they give you some high inflation that's impossible to pay back. Because they're the devil. Keep going on Habakkuk, brother.
Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that lighteth himself with thick clay. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Right, and they're going to turn on you, man. All right? And ultimately, they're going to spoil you based upon your chief city, which is America. Which I believe an elder apostle or a brother said it. I don't remember who said it. One of the brothers said it. Said that America's like the motherboard, or like the mother computer that all the computers run from. So once you destroy America, all the computers don't work, man. That's the end of their kingdom. The head of the snake. All right? At the end of the day. So that's why once America's destroyed, that's the end of the Edomite rulership. Completely. Go ahead.
Because of man's blood and for the violence of the land.
Because of man's blood. How did they get this land? Because it was bloodshed. Right? When you go into Numbers 35 and 33, there has to be a recompense for that. You can't just shed people's blood and then your ancestors, your children just live. No. There has to be a judgment, man. And one of you brothers get Isaiah 14 and 21. Go ahead.
Because of man's blood and for the violence of the land of the city and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
And that's what you guys did. You coveted this land, right? And so you can set your nest on high. So you're not in poverty. So you're above all nations. All right? But guess what? The Most High has a judgment for you, man. He didn't forget that. And that judgment's on its way. That's right. All you Edomites are going into slavery. You don't know you're an Edomite? Well, go watch Hebrew Israelite videos, man. And you'll learn who you are, man. Speaking to you so-called white people in case you didn't understand. Or if any of you guys are watching in YouTube land. All right? Got something?
Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. For blood it defileth the land.
Blood defiled the land, man. Blood defiles it. So all this land is defiled with blood. Australia is defiled with blood. You see? Go ahead. And how do you clean that blood according to the Bible?
And the land cannot be cleansed out of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that
So you got to shed the blood of those people who did that. That's the only way to cleanse it. And that's why the Most High is going to have a great slaughter in Basra.
That's right.
All right? And in the land of Idumea. Because Idumea is the one who's been shedding the most blood. They try to make it like, oh, everyone did it. Bro, what Esau did to the earth was unprecedented, man. Okay? You can't compare it to anybody.
That's right.
Not one nation can you compare it to. Now, Mao Zedong was a baby compared to what you did, man. And matter of fact, I heard Mao Zedong was an Edomite. Look at that. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've heard. Okay. Go ahead. That's it on that, right?
Back to Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 9. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
Right.
Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul.
You sinned against your own soul, man. Why? Because the Most High is going to judge you. What do you have? What are you holding? You look like you want to read the next part.
Verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establishes a city by iniquity.
That's it, and that's Esau. That fits you Edomites, man. Let me ask him if this fits him. Hold on, he's coming. Let me ask him. Can I ask you a question? Excuse me, sir. Sir, can I ask you a question? Esau knows, man, through the spirit, man. He knows what's up, man. You know he said, oh no, I don't want to be cursed out right now.
Verse 15.
I believe in God. But do you believe for real? Go ahead, man.
Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, right, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Right, right, and that's what Esau did, man. Go ahead and read that script.
Isaiah 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
Woo! So what is that telling you? That's telling you that just that wasn't me, that's my forefather. Well, that still condemns you. Because the scripture says that what? Read that again.
Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. So
the children are going to complain of an ungodly father. Because Esau is going to be beaten with many stripes. You did. Many, many, many stripes. We're not going to let up. We're not going to give Esau a break. Only in the kingdom and only in the Sabbath, man. And in the Sabbath, I'm planning on having a bucket of scorpions so I can just shoot it, you know, and get them roused up, shake it up, get them roused up, and shoot it where they're resting. You understand? So you Edomites are going to get it, man. Go ahead.
That they do not rise nor possess.
And I'm going to have some Edomites wearing a mask. You guys want to make us wear a mask? You Edomites are going to have to wear a mask, man. And if you take it out, put that goddamn mask over your nose, nigga. You know? Salakia! Yeah, go ahead. You know? These fucking Edomites gonna get fucked up, man. Go ahead, bro.
That they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with their cities.
That's it, man. Because we don't want no more Edomites. We don't want no more another Babylon. Okay? We don't want another Montreal, another Ottawa, another Toronto. We don't want that no more. There ain't gonna be none of these big buildings no more. All this is gonna be taken down. See? The law says 3 stories max. And you're supposed to build something that people can jump off if there's a fire. Well, that's common sense. But obviously Esau, you know, he's not the brightest nation on earth. Yeah. Go ahead.
You know the stair? You know where they put the staircase logo? There's some guy running up the stairs.
Yeah, he's running from the fire. He's running from the fire. I didn't even think about that. But he's running from the fire. Okay? Because what? You can't run back downstairs. You got to go upstairs. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, he's done with that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and 12. For thus said the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk it.
That's speaking about the Israelites, man. We surely drank of that cup, man. You know? Go ahead. And that cup was what? Slavery. All right? Destruction. Partly genocide. You dig? Losing inheritance. You're losing your children. all those things happen. All right? That's why the scripture said part of the curses was what? You would long for your children all the days long. Okay, and that happened. That's even happening now. That's see how the spirit works. That's even happening now. They're starting to take people's children. But that happened to us in chattel slavery. Okay? Go ahead.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation.
That's that sacrifice, baby. All you guys got your blood must be shed. And it's going to be shed by YAHAWASHI. All right? Yahweh through his son, YAHAWASHI. He's not coming to play with you, man. Barakatah. He's not coming to play with you people, man. Especially you Edomites for the wickedness that you've done. All right? We don't get on you Edomites as much because there's so much things happening. But listen, man, you Edomites, you got to understand that you're going into slavery. All right? You have to get it. And it's not, the next world is not yours. This world is yours right now at this particular moment. The next world is ours, man. Get it.
That's right.
Go ahead.
For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes.
Get Isaiah 63:1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 63, and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
Right.
I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Right.
For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury.
That's what YAHAWASHI is going to do to these Edomites, man. Right? He's going to trample them in his fury. Why is he furious? Because of what they've done, especially to his people. You see? Esau didn't know that his tab was being built up, man. And now it's going to have to be paid. Get Esau's the end of the world. Get that. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Start at 7. Okay? This is his world now, but it's at an end. And the new world is going to be our world, man. The world of the Israelites. The first shall be last and the last shall be first, man. Okay? The hidden ones, as they say. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. You can go first. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end.
They would have considered that there's an end to what they did. That there has to be judgment. What they did to the Native Americans, the Gadites, the Latin tribes, the so-called Latinos, what they did to them. All right? There's a payment for that, man. You can't just do all this wickedness on the earth and then just, that's it. No, the Most High sees all of it, man. The reason he didn't judge them right away is because they're not his children. His sons, he judges and he corrects them right away. But Esau, he let him build his tab up to the heavens so he could just completely destroy them, man. You got that? Or who has it? Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 6. So like 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So Jacob is the beginning of the new world, man. That's what we're getting. That's what we're coming into. So the more we see Esau's world coming down, the closer we are to our kingdom, man. All right? The kingdom of Jacob. You see? And that's going to be a kingdom of righteousness. Get Proverbs 29 and 2. All right? This kingdom, everyone's mourning. A lot of people are depressed, children committing suicide. What does that tell you, man? That tells you that this man is not a rightful ruler. Okay? That's what it tells you. Because in a righteous society, you wouldn't have kids commit suicide. Okay? The energy in the society is just off. The energy is off, and the laws are wicked. The government is wicked. Go ahead. Who has it?
Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
The people mourn and that's what's happening. All right? The people are mourning because the wicked bear fruit. The Edomite. See? They haven't been taught in school that these people are the Edomites, man. You know, they were taught that they're white people, black people, Americans, Englishmen, Canadians. They haven't been taught about Edomites and Israelites and Gadites, and they haven't been taught correctly. So now we're telling them this, and this is like foreign to them. This is mind-blowing to them. All right? Because Esau is hiding the truth from them. The covering cast spread over all people. And who put that covering cast over them? The serpent. You dig? With all deceivableness and lying wonders. That's what he's about, man. Deceiving, deception. You get me Revelations 20 and verse 1, brother. Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, so Esau, and either way Esau's going to do evil until you put him in a chokehold, man. Because that's how Esau is, man. Go ahead.
Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged.
And that's what his years were prolonged. You see? He was able to do all this evil and take over the world and put people in slavery and all this type of stuff. And his days were prolonged. But the Most High was watching, and he was writing it down. All right? He had the tabs on that. Go ahead.
Yes, surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, which fear before him.
Right.
But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feared not before the Most High.
It's not going to be well with him in the end, man. In the end, it's going to be a problem. He's going to be in straits, man. He's going to be destroyed. He's going to be punished. Go ahead.
Revelation 20 and 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him in the bottomless pit.
That's these Edomites that's ruling the world right now, man. What?
And shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nation no more,
right,
till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season.
Yeah, it must be, and this is that little season that he was loose. All right, you got something? Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6 and verse 12. Now I beseech thee, those that read this book, that they be not discouraged of these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be destruction, but for a chastening of our nation. For it is a token of his great goodness, when wicked doers are not suffered any long time. When wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish, till they be come to the fullness of their sins. So dealeth he with us, lest that being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance on us.
Brother, blow the smoke off of that one. Read that one more time. We're gonna close on that. No more scriptures are gonna come out, brother. This one was fire, dynamite, brother. I gotta dap me up, brother. That scripture there, woo, fire. Go ahead, read that again, brother, from the tippity top.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6 and verse 12. Woo. Now I beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for these calamities,
right,
but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for a chastening of our nation.
A chastening, that you get a kid, he does something, I tell you, don't do that shit. You understand? Go ahead.
For it is a token of his great goodness, when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish, till they become to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth he with us, lest that being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance of us. And therefore he never withdraweth his mercy from us, and though he punishes with adversity, yet doeth he never forsake.
Every kingdom Israelites were in slavery, bro. Babylon, Egypt, Persia, that's Persia and the Medes, right? The Romans, the Greeks, right? The new Roman Empire now, we're in captivity, man. You see, and oppressed. You understand? Why? Because he was chastising us so that we didn't, his mercy would never leave from us, man. That's heavy, brother. What scripture is that?
2nd Maccabees, chapter 6.
You right? So his mercy would never leave us. But his mercy is not with Esau. Esau been doing wickedness for so long. He's been enslaving people, killing whole nations almost. But the Most High didn't judge him yet. But now the judgment's going to come all at once. All right? But for us, it was right away. You go off, you're going into slavery, nigga. You're going into slavery, nigga. You're going into slavery, nigga. That's what it was. Over and over. But Esau just, having sex with animals and in the forest with beasts, with oppressing nations. And he's just doing what he wants to do. All right? But that's why the Most High is going to judge him more than any nation, because he's done the most wickedness and he let it pile up to heaven. So now when his judgment comes, it's going to be harder than any other nation. All right? So with that, we'll say shalom. All right? And we want to give all praises going on into Yahawah,
By Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, KAL HALALYAM.
love and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out, truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.